Welcome back to more Heaven's Feel. As stated before, getting very close to new territory in this route, which is very exciting for me. The whole time's been just a great ride, but not excited for this interlude. So let's let's get through this. He opens the door without waiting for a reply. He has never waited for his younger sister's reply before opening this door. Unsurprising. Ah, projection. Not the magic. He clucks his tongue and walks into the room. Scratching at the wall, Mato Shinji wanders through his sister's room like a blind dog.
Sakura, 今日も近か? ああ、僕を差し置いて、また下で何かやっているんだろう。
He keeps asking questions that will not be answered. There is no one in the room. His sister has not been home the past few days. It is obvious that the master of this room is not here, but Shinji wanders through it all the same.
いつも通り。まったく、本当にいつも通りじゃないか。
He throws the clock that touches his hand. The sound of shattering glass is more annoying than he thought.
どこ行ってんだよ。兄貴に内緒でさ。
He starts throwing things like mad. This is like always too. This outlet has been his daily routine for the past few years. It is his best opposition that began 3 years ago when he found out the truth. The Mato bloodline came to an end when he was born. The noble family lost its power, becoming mere humans. The blessing in my opinion, but not in this case. The only special thing is the accumulated knowledge. The once noble family of Magi is fated to perish in this Far East country. He has known this since he was young. The Mato family was a family that passed down secret techniques, but it is all in past tense now. As the Mato are no longer able to use magic, they are to blend into society as ordinary people. But he did not think so. Their magic circuit faded away, leaving them unable to perform their secret techniques. The bloodline of Magi ended for Mato in his father's generation, and he knows that he does not have the right to succeed the Mato name. But the Mato family still has the records. The bloodline perished, but the accumulated knowledge is not lost. That itself is special enough for the boy. He thinks he is different from others. The Mato family have been chosen. That will not change even if they lose their power and cease to be Magi. He was proud of himself because he was born into a special family to be raised in a special way. Even if he is a failure as a Magus, he is a child born into the chosen family. I guess he had to cling to something, but a new child slipped into the chosen family. His father adopted a girl who had none of her own. It all happened more than 10 years ago. I want to bring this up, because this was brought up by one of my patrons. Shout out to you, Ede. Basically, that the whole Kirei, this is unrelated, but the whole Kirei thing, as far as him realizing his true nature when he was very young, as stated here in the visual novel, another Fate Zero contradiction, which again very makes it very much continually as I learn more and more. It's like its own parallel timeline, you know. It's very interesting because that's a very significant one, because a big part of Zero is Gilgamesh like getting Kirei to like realize his true nature, and if he's already realized it, then that really doesn't make sense. Yeah, pretty crazy. The girl named Sakura became his little sister from that day on. At first, he hated his new sibling. He did not want any outsiders coming into the special Mato household, but the boy started to accept his sister day by day. The girl named Sakura was silent and ordinary, no more capable than a guard dog. It is a waste of time to be hostile against someone like that, and it is more charming if one is to consider her a servant. Yikes. He looked through books, memorizing magic he could not use to remind himself that he was the Mato heir. He was the only one who could enter the study. His adopted sister could never be named the successor, so she had no right to trespass there. His sister would live as a normal human being, never being taught the family's surviving knowledge. This fact greatly satisfied his pride, I'm sure. The family of Magi has only one successor. He knew that, so he did not question their separate upbringings. Only one could learn magic. Then it was only natural that his sister be raised apart. Yes, he felt sympathy for his sister. They lived in the same house and had the same parents, but he was the only one who could call himself special, and he pitied his sister for not being chosen. It is like a compassion of a superior being looking down onto others, and it is his most reliable pride. Of course. The brother treated his sister as a failure. The sister feared her brother and always looked down as if avoiding his gaze. He thought it was because of shame, and he despised and loved her for it at the same time. He's so twisted, man. But there's definitely people out here who live their lives like this, like, whose sympathy is based purely in their false sense of superiority, which is actually masking inferiority, especially in Shinji's case. Until he found out the truth. Yes, the truth. It was never you, boy. That was all he could manage when he accidentally found the room. A room he has never been told about. Knowledge that was not taught to him. Talent that was not given to him. He is so lucky and doesn't even know it. Everything was in the room. A naked girl lay in the middle of the room. Around her were swarms of black worms and his terrifying grandfather. And his father glared at the boy as if he was a nuisance, an attitude he had never taken towards him. And that ended it. Everything he believed in, everything that constructed him was turned upside down. It was not him that was special. It was not his sister that was kept at a distance. It was the opposite. It was not her that was pitiable. And it was not her that was looking down on the other person. His life completely changed. Since he no longer needed to hide anything, his father took a defiant attitude towards his son. He started spending more time with the boy's sister instead. His sister did not say anything, but would just hang her head like always. He still acted as though running away from his gaze when she would say, as if pitying him. She said it with the emotion that he once felt for his sister. Oh, you just know that fucked with him. He laughed. It was funny. It was so funny that he wanted to kill. The one he had thought was his pet was actually his master, and he was just a fool. Which one is the funny one? Is there like a fan art out there of Shinji in like Joker makeup? It must be both. At that time, as he went back to the mansion with unsteady steps, he realized the world had not been turned upside down. It had been like this all along. The inverted one, the one who was misunderstood, was him. It's just that he finally realized his own miserableness. The 3 years after that were only pain for him. His father died and his grandfather only cared about Sakura. Matsuo Shinji became just like air in his house. He was treated as an object whose existence did not matter, and that truly was the case. She pitied the air. She apologized. Though she never spoke the words aloud, she apologized every time she saw him. He apologized for taking Matsuo Shinji's place. She could have just ignored him. Then he wouldn't have hated her, wouldn't have clung to hope. Sakura apologized. Apologizing means submitting something. Then, and that's been his only power all along. Considering all the contempt he had endured, he saw nothing wrong in accepting this.
なんだあいつ、まだエミヤんところに嫌がるのか。お前はマトウの後継者だぞ。マトウの後継者だぞ。尊きマトウの後継者なんだぞ。
The room shows no signs of life. But that is to be expected. Mato Sakura's room is the underground worm's nest, and this is merely for show. Yikes. The master of the room does not care how much he breaks the things in this room. This room is no different from the door plate that hangs at the entrance. A facade.
ごめんなさいごめんなさいってさ。じゃあさ、すまないと思うんなら僕の言うことだけを素直に聞けよ。罪の意識、そんなもの知ったことか。マトウ家の人間って自覚があるなら、兄の言うことを聞くのは妹として当然のことだろう。
No, he scratches the sheets. Something that was his. Why did a doll that did not think or resist leave him? And there's the thing right there. This whole time, just his power over Sakura, and now he doesn't even have that. That was his miscalculation. He knew she was attracted to She gradually regained herself, and in the end, she left him. He trained her to never disobey him, but now she chooses a total stranger over her own brother.
だから言ったんだ。あいつの家にやるのは良くないって。なのにあのジジイ。エミヤは監視しなくてはならんとかふざけたこと言いやがって。
But you won't say that to his face. His grandfather does not even try to take Sakura back. He said it is fine as is, and moreover confined him to this house. Yes, Oken's not worried. As far as he's concerned, Sakura's just a time bomb.
見ていろ。必ず償わせてやるぞエミヤ。お前はサクラの見ている前で引き裂いてやる。
That's right. If a doll is disobedient, he'll just reset the relationship to be like it was before. If she gained hope to become human.
ああ、昔みたいにさ、また昔みたいになればいいだけじゃないか。
He laughs. The clouded window reflects a face as ghastly as a skull. Oh, Shinji. At best, I pity you, but it's pretty fucked. By the magic of editing, I've gone and eaten, and now I'm back. It's afternoon now. Tosca seems busy and Sakura's sleeping, so I should make dinner. Left arm moves even though it reacts slow, so it shouldn't hinder me if I'm to make something simple. Fate, stay in the kitchen.
カジキの唐揚げと、あとは肉じゃがかな、これは。
I check the contents of the refrigerator and decide the menu. Today's menu. For the Emiya family. There are 2 additional people eating now, so the food gets used up quickly. We should find some time to go to the shopping district tomorrow. Oh, the shopping district. This really is today's menu. Everyone must have liked having dinner ready when they came here since they all seem to be in a good mood. I'm worried that Ryder isn't here, but I'm sure she has her reasons. Her top priority is guarding Sakura, so maybe she has no intention of spending time around Tosca, who may end up being her enemy. I'll pack it up and take her some if she doesn't come. Ryder seems to like desolate places, so I bet she's either in the dojo or the shed. I forget, have we not properly cooked for Tosaka in this route? I think this might be the first time. Or maybe the first time she's really like making this observation. Very strange for me. Tosaka picks up the fried swordfish and looks at me in surprise. It's golden fried with the scent of ginger with an elegant soy sauce taste. She seems to really like it. Ilya eats the potatoes in satisfaction. It's unfortunate that she's only eating the potato part of the simmered meat and potato, but I'm glad she likes it. Wait, Sakura is tilting her head in confusion, chopsticks in hand.
Sakura, どうした? 食欲ないのか?
食欲はあるんですけど、その先輩、この肉じゃがお砂糖入ってませんよ。味付けが変です。
I made such a stupid mistake on something I'm so used to cooking.
ちょっと待った.
I serve myself out of the big dish in the center and try some. That's strange. This tastes normal.
Sakura, なんか変かな、これ.
Oh, her senses.
変って、これ、
お砂
糖と塩が逆になってませんか？甘みが全くないんですけど。そう？肉じゃがってこういう味でしょ？そりゃ隠し味らしきものが入ってるから他のとは違うけど、ちょっと真似できない味よ、これ。私は初めてだからわからないけど、美味しいよ。ちょうどいい甘さで食べやすいし。
Sakura looks dissatisfied as she reaches out for seconds. 1 bite, 2 bites, 3 bites.
Sakura.
なんか味付けの薄いところを選んじゃったみたいです。変なこと言ってごめんなさい。先輩のご飯は今日も美味しいです。
She's lying, she just can't taste it. Sakura smiles and keeps eating. Sakura keeps eating like nothing happened. was worried by Sakura's odd behavior, but she seemed well enough after that. In fact, she asked for seconds 3 times. Sakura kept eating and finished off the food while Tosca stared at her in surprise. She's our new baby. It's past 10 o'clock.
時間ね。そろそろ行くわよ、シロ。
Tosca finishes preparing and appears.
分かってる。それじゃあ留守番頼むぞ、さくら。
Oh, we're gonna go patrolling. Tosca and I head out to patrol the town as planned. It's stupid that this is our only measure against Zoken, but it's all we can do for now. We need to defeat Zoken, Assassin Saber, and the Black Shadow. They are the ones we can defeat head on. We have to sit tight until the countermeasure Tosca is preparing is completed. We can't just stay at my house. According to the news this morning, Mato Zoken has started to attack ordinary people. Didn't Tosca already explain that it probably isn't him? But I guess Shiro's still in denial. That's a theme. We can't match them right now, but we should at least patrol the town so that there won't be more victims. We put our shoes on silently. We know how dangerous it is to go out into town at night. Zoken is only after Sakura, but we should get in his way if we're walking about. The worst case, it'll be a repeat of our encounter in the forest. Considering that, we can't be talking lightheartedly.
ちょっと、どういうつもりよ、あなた。
Then, we don't have anything to spare, but Tosca glares at me and...
見送りなら結構よ。おとなしく部屋に戻っていなさい、さくら。
No, she's not glaring at me. She's glaring at Sakura, who is standing in the hallway.
姉さん、やっぱり、
Oh.
私も一緒に行きます。姉さんと先輩だけじゃ、夜で歩くのは危険だから。
So take this fish.
さくら。
That must be why she's here. I appreciate her concern, but our plan is already determined.
ダメだ。ゾウケンの狙いはさくらだって分かってるだろ。
それは分かっています。けど、先輩は片手が動かないし、姉さんだってもうサーバントがいないし。ふざけないでさくら。あなたが私たちの敵であることは変わらないのよ。
Oh.
そんないつゾウケンの手駒になるかわからないやつに背中なんて預けられない。けど姉さん、あなたはあなただけ守っていればいいのよ。私たちに少しでもすまないって思うんなら、こんなことで手を煩わせないでちょうだい。
Wow.
あなたはライダーに自分とイリアを守らせておくだけでいいんだから。
So I'm trying to remember what happens here with Shiro and Rin. What I do remember is, I think this is where Ilya straight up talks to Sakura. Says like, yo, you're gonna die soon.
父さん、お前。
ほら、ぼーっとしてないで行くわよ。こんなことをしている間にも犠牲者が出てるかもしれないんだから。
Tosca grabs my hand and drags me outside.
ともかく気をつけて留守番してるんだぞ、さくら。イリアのことは任せたからな。
We're gonna get an interlude soon.
おい、待てってば父さんが。ちゃんとついてくから、いい加減手を離せ。
ぐずぐずしてるそっちが悪いんでしょ。
Tosca lets go and comes to a halt.
何よその顔。言いたいことがあるならはっきり言ったら。
And it's like this all of a sudden. Tosca is acting defiantly. Man, if it bothers her that much, she shouldn't have said it in the first place.
じゃあ言うぞ父さんが。さっきのことだけど、さくらにあんまりきついこと言うな。さくらだって好きであんな体なわけじゃないんだ。
分かってるわよ。けどだからこそはっきり言わないといけないでしょ。半端な態度を取ったらそれこそ造形につけ込まれるだけでしょう。私はさくらに同情していない。だって造形の操り人形とかマトウに引き取られたこととか、そんなの私には関わりのないことだもの。あの子自身の問題に私が口を出してもしょうがないしね。
父さんか。
いい？私があの家にいるのはさくらじゃなくてあなたがいるからよ。私の目的は聖杯であってさくらを助けることじゃない。そのためにはさくらを監視するし、嫌われたって構わない。 だからさっきみたいなことも言うし、これからもさくらを敵として扱うんだから。
I don't know how to feel right now.
じゃあ遠坂はさくらに嫌われても構わないっていうのか？今は赤の他人だから関係ないって？
No, usually it seems like, especially this far in the routes, that sometimes Rain will bluff about not caring, but sometimes she's serious, and there is a coldness to her. I can't tell right now.
それに文句があるの、あなたは。
バカ、そんなのあるに決まってるだろう。
Man, this is not like Tosaka. You should be able to say it like it's nothing. Instead, she's clenching her fist like she's trying to convince herself. Okay.
遠坂がそう振る舞うって言うなら好きにしろ。
So this is one of those cases.
遠坂がどんな態度を取ったところで気持ちはちゃんとさくらに伝わってるんだしな。
伝わるってどういうことよ。
だからお前がどのくらいさくらを大切に思ってるかってこと。部外者である俺でも気がつくんだからさくらにはもろバレだ。
誤解よ。私はただその
Sunderin.
誤解も何もない。人間どうでもいいやつに真剣には怒れない。遠坂がさくらに厳しいのはそういうことだろ。口にはしないけどお前の中じゃさくらは今でも大事な妹なんだ。
何言ってんのよバカ。やめてよね、そういう歯の浮くこと言うの。
Alright, what we got there? Tosca's face turns red with anger, but I don't feel the usual intensity, and I know why.
なんだ、迷惑か、こういう。
迷惑よ。当たり前でしょ、そんなの。
そうか。じゃあ迷惑ついでに言っとく。俺は遠坂とさくらには仲良くしてもらいたい。さくらは遠坂が好きで、遠坂だってさくらが好きなんだから、今みたいにぎこちないのは気に食わない。
あのね、私はさくらを敵として見てるのよ。仲良くなっても仕方ないし、それに第一、今さらどうやって仲良くなれって言うのよ、あんたは。
どうやってって、今のままでいいんじゃないか。自信持てよ遠坂。お前
無駄話はここまでよ。
Oh, we're gonna check this out.
ニュースでやってた現場に行くんだ
To
か
the
ら。
park. Tosca looks away and starts to walk. I reply to her absent-mindedly and follow. Then,
シロ、
calls my name without looking at me and...
その、ありがとう。
Oh, man.
今の、なんか嬉しかった。
Gotta love Shiro, man. Who else would have gotten that out of Tosaka? Tosca grumbles embarrassed. There's nobody at the Central Park. The park that's deserted even during the day is even quieter after the murder yesterday. The park is not a place for relaxation within the business district, and it is no different from a desert in an uncultivated land.
殺人事件か。世間じゃ事件じゃなく事故って扱いみたいだけどね。まあ、確かに誰が死んで体のどこがなくなったのか
Or who did the murdering.
殺人って呼び方も怪しいか。
I still see traces of blood on the grass. It looks like a bucketful was spilled in 4 separate areas. The darkened patches have some distance between them, probably because the victims frantically tried to escape.
遠坂、お前はこれが造剣の仕業じゃないって言ったけど、どうだ、現場に来て印象は変わったか？
そうね、あの黒い影の仕業かと思ったけど、ちょっと違うみたい。あいつが出ると辺りのマナーを軒並み飲み込んでいくでしょ。けどここ一帯の魔力は枯渇していない。
Yeah, she wasn't intending to do that, I
こ
don't
こで
think.
起きたことが予定外の食事だろうって見方は変わらないわ。
She wasn't properly transformed. At least not at first. I don't know, she might have eaten them while she was still regular. I really don't know. Because the whole time they implied like she was naked and she was just like there. But maybe she transformed at the end. I don't know. God, it would be disturbing if she didn't transform. Because, like, if she did, then all the mana would have been absorbed, right? Because that's just, like, the nature of the shadow, so... I don't know. That's all the information we can get out of this place. Tosca and I leave the site of the tragedy behind us. We didn't find anything in Shinto. Maybe Zoken is not active tonight, probably because the incident yesterday was so vivid. Date's about to change. The riverside breeze blows as we trudge home. And...
Tosaka, Sakura, Mato no koukei-shanなんだよな。
suddenly feel like asking the question that was on my mind for a while.
何を今さら。もう隠し事なんてないわよ。
いや、そうじゃなくて、後継者ってことは、さくらも魔術師なんだよな。なら、さくらはどんな魔術を使うんだろうって。
ああ、そういうこと。そうね。マトウの魔術は戒めとか強制とかそういうものだって聞くけど、レイジュだってマトウがいなかったらできなかったっていうし。
じゃあさくらの魔術は制約なのかな。けど
On that day, the magic Sakura used when the crestworm tortured her must have been Ryder's power.
制約ではないと思う。それはマキリの禁呪であって得意とする魔術じゃないもの。まあ考えたところで意味ないわよ。さくらには魔術を使うだけの魔力がないもの。そんな余分な力真っ先に刻印中に食べられるんだから魔術は組み立てられないはずよ。
Imaginary elements, right?
そうか、それならいい。で、遠坂から見てさくらってどれぐらいの腕前なんだ。マトウの後継者ってことは同じぐらいなのか。
魔術回路の数で言うなら私と同じぐらいよ。
Makes sense.
シロ、私たちが姉妹ってこと忘れたの？
That's right. That's why they wanted to adopt her in the first place.
じゃあやっぱり遠坂と同じぐらい。
どうかしらね。私が五大元素でさくらは架空元素だったらしいわ。けどマトウは水属性だから無理やりそっちに変えられたのよ。鳥としてなら大空を飛べたものを無理やり海中に入れたらどうなると思う？
死ぬか、それとも。
そう、海中に適応する体を得るだけで精一杯よ。遠坂でなら大成しただろうけど無理やりマトウにさせられたさくらはシロと変わらないわ。うんうん、体を鍛えてある分あなたの方が何倍も強いでしょうね。
じゃあ仮に遠坂とさくらが魔術戦をすれば
10回中10回私の勝ち。さくらの魔力量じゃ私の防壁を突破できない。
I see. I couldn't figure out what kind of magic Sakura is, but I got to know their power balance. Tosca isn't one to bluff, so she must be speaking the truth.
けど恥ずかしいな。さくらが魔術師だったことにも気づかなければさくらの腕前もわからない。これでさくらの保護者を気取ってたなんてとんだ大バカ者だ。
あのね、さくらは体内の魔力を刻印中に食べられちゃうんだからそばにいても魔術師だってわからないわよ。それに
Fair?
あの子はあなたにだけはバレないようにって頑張ってきたのよ。だからそんなこと間違っても本人の前で口にしないでよね。
Doesn't even need to tell me. Sakura is Sakura, even if she is a magus. First of all, I'm not that skillful. No matter who Sakura may really be, I can only treat her like I always have.
そうだな。
Yeah, those things don't have to be
遠
related.
坂がそれでいいって言うんなら俺は今までと同じようにさくらとやっていく。魔術師として手を貸してもらおうなんて思わないけどそれでいいんだな。
もちろんよ。あなたがさくらに頼ろうなんて言い出したらその時はさくらを私の家に連れ戻してたところ。
Tosca's kindness makes my heart jump. See, Tosca really is a good sister.
けどそれも無理かな。さくら、あなたの家だと笑うんだもん。
Yeah.
昨日から何が驚いたかってそれが一番驚いたわ。
Then, a look of happiness on her face, she says something odd.
笑うってさくらはその
He's always like that.
ええ、
Because you always
私
see
の
it.
取り越し苦労だったけど
Because
ね。
it's you're the reason why.
そのさ、私はさくらとはあんまり話せないからその代わりに暇さえあれば見てたのよ。 あの子が私と同じ学園に入ってからは毎日のように弓道部に入り浸ってたし。
ああ、それは知ってるけど。
うん。それでね、しばらく経ってから気がついたのよ。
That's something I'm hearing for the first time, but I can't deny what she's saying. Come to think of it, Sakura always looked gloomy at school.
まあ、それもあなたがいる時だけは別だったけど、たまにシローが弓道部に来た時はさくらだって笑ってた。要するにさくらが元気な時は
Pretty much.
エミやシローが目の前にいる時だけなのよ。
Her words should make me happy, but
さくら、人前では笑わないのか。
you seem to hide a dangerous truth. It's past 1 o'clock when I return to my room. I sit down on my futon. Our patrol yielded nothing. All we did was confirm that this morning's news was real. Enemies we must defeat. Just thinking about them sends cold, nauseous feelings through me. Even a human could match Soken or Assassin, but those two are different. I don't even know if the Black Shadow has a concept of death, and Saber is someone we don't even stand a chance against. But as long as there are victims, we can't just ignore them saying we can't beat them. We need a concept of death. We just need to get Ryogi.
アーチャーの腕。
I put my hand on the red cloth. I have a weapon. I don't know how far this will get me, but I do have a weapon. Question is if I can manage it and if my body can withstand it.
少しだけなら大丈夫だよな。
I untie the knot on the red cloth. The cloth loosens up and blood flows into my arm. At that instant, alright, time to lose it again. I think I heard a beast howl. I'm stabbed. My whole body is pierced. Is this pain? If this is pain, then the pain I've experienced until now isn't pain. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. The floor's ruggedness, the softness of the futon hurts. It feels like I'm sitting on a mountain of swords. Enough with the swords. The air is poisonous and I die 3 times as I breathe it in. Birds are chirping in the distance. The wind is strong. There's no moisture. My skin dries and turns into sand, flowing, scouring, crumbling. Tongs are inserted from the hollowed holes. 32 enter where my shoulder used to be. What the fuck? They carefully, accurately, and elaborately pierce my internal jugular vein, trachea, spinal cord, sympathetic nervous system, lobus superior pulmonis, lobus medius pulmonis dextri, lobus inferior pulmonis, main artery, heart, diaphragm, spleen, stomach, liver, gallbladder, and colon. Yikes. It's crumbling. I'm close to an impossible crawl. I see 60 trillion cells crumbling apart at the rate of 3-4 knots per second. There's no pain. There's no pain. There's no pain. There's only fear. The end roll invades with amazing speed. Flashback stops with fantastic image. Death before my eyes, death past me, death at the moment. The pain is not physical, but only the explosion of negation every time death is thrown at me. I hear a sound. Sound of my head striking the floor. My eyes are hot. I realize I've been crying. Desperately, I stifle the scream building in my throat. I curl up, push my head against the floor, grab my left arm with my right hand, and just cry. I'm scared. The thing I've been missing since the fire 10 years ago. I'm scared. A natural fear for any living thing. I'm scared. For the first time in my life, I want to run away from my end. It's not because dying will hurt. It's not because I want to live. It's just because it fills me with dread. I tie up the red cloth. I tie the knot tight so that it'll never come loose again. I groan and cry. The priest said I'll die if I use my left arm. That's nonsense. I'll die if I take this cloth off. My body might be able to... Comprehension, Shiro. Be able to bear it, but my mind will die. My consciousness crumbled away when I loosened the cloth and my shoulder touched the outside air. I could not bear it. I cannot live without this cloth. No, if this arm is a contradictory existence that people should not associate with, my body, its death foretold, runs to the terminal station. The ship with the crack in the bilge can only sink into the ocean depths. Passengers unaware, too late for anything. Let's not do that again until we have a way to not have that happen. My breath is running wild. I just realized I didn't know what to say because I'm like, well, how does he be able to use it? I know, like, in the movie, they showed, like, Rin and Ilya, like, doing some magic on him as he, like, slowly undid it. So, I don't know. We'll see if that actually happens. I had a bad dream. I wiped the sweat off my forehead. I can't stand up. I stay cowered, bearing the strange pain. I can't remember. My left arm hurts. It hurts so much that I want to cut it off. I try to recall why it hurts, but I can't remember how to recollect anything in the past. The pain goes away. I gather up my consciousness. It must be because I was asleep. The dispersed memories look as if they can be cooked nicely, just like chopped onions. See, I can add color with soy sauce, add flavor with pepper, and add some tomato starch to complete the dish. What the hell is Shiro going on about? This is why you don't mess with the cloth. Shroud of Martin, whatever that is. I murmured to myself. My head is good for nothing, but I can still manage to come up with a conclusion. In short, I don't have to eat something that's not good. My left arm is already gone. Nobody relies on something that's not there. Therefore, Emiyashiro has no weapon. This foreign body is something I must suppress using all my life, and will contaminate me for the rest of my life. Pretty much. Sucks. Suppressing it with the cloth is meaningless. If I want to rid myself of this poison, there is only one way. Then cut it off. But I still hold on to my left arm. A gun is pointed at my forehead. An image of a trigger. The trigger is my left arm. Once pulled, the gun will fire, blowing my brains from my skull. I shudder. I hold my breath and stare at the white wall. Clutching my arm, I lie down. Then cut it off. I close my eyes. My whimpering finished, I decide to get some sleep for tomorrow. How do you sleep after that? Shiro, what is wrong with you? Oh my gosh. Again, let's never do that again. A small sound. I awaken to the sound of footsteps. I wake up my dozing mind. It's almost 2 o'clock. It hasn't even been 30 minutes since I fell asleep. I get up still unconsciously holding onto my left arm.
Sakura.
Outside the room, I call out to the hallway where the footsteps came from. It's not that I know who's there. I just thought Sakura might be there. Door opens. Sakura steps through into my room. Oh, hello. Biting her lip in embarrassment, she looks down as if unsure of what to say. Sakura apologizes, as she does. But I'm the one who should apologize. The reason why Sakura's here, I know well enough the pain she has to go through. The crestworm feeds on her magical energy, so Sakura periodically needs to receive more from a magus. I stand up. What was I thinking? I was so caught up with my left arm that I forgot about Sakura. I can't be forgiven even if I apologize. Hey, Yoro here. Okay. I'm gonna do you a courtesy this time. I'm gonna put a timestamp here where you can skip to if you want to skip the next scene. I don't read it out loud, so if you want to sit there in the amazing sound of music and me just talking about nothing while I don't read the scene because I couldn't at the time, with with my PNG covering the screen, which you might be curious to see, then please skip ahead. In fact, you probably should. Yes, this is your warning. Alright, so I want to be very clear here. Oh, I saw the funniest comment, by the way, on with Sakura before. Oh no, I think it was with the Rin. Oh my god, I haven't even posted the Sakura one yet. You guys are gonna hate me. But I saw the funniest comment on the video with the Rin scene, and it's someone said, "I can't believe you read that out loud. I almost unsubscribed to you. Matter of fact, I still might if you keep doing that," which is fair enough. Yeah. So whatever happens here, assuming this is what happens here, I'm not gonna be able to read it because I'm not alone. So we're just gonna talk like it's not even happening. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna, we're gonna experience this, and I'm gonna talk about something else. So here we go. I use my left arm to pull her to me. Have you learned nothing, man? I want to take the lead to make up for forcing her to come to me.
先輩、大丈夫ですか？
Unless something happens, because she might see, like, how we're struggling. And, like, how we just, like... I don't even know how to medically describe what just happened to Shiro right there. Like, if anyone knows, then please tell me. But, yeah, this might not even happen. Which case, even better.
なんでもない。ちょっと立ちくらみがしただけだ。
Damn, that's pitiful. I unconsciously used my left arm and was reminded of the pain. Still, it shouldn't hurt so long as I have the cloth on, so what am I frightened about? Take off the dizziness and look at her. Then... Oh dear. I don't know if she's happy or nervous, but Sakura says something strange. See, you know it's about to go down because there's no voice acting. This is original script right here. How should I answer? I can't deny it because I really am tired, but I'm not tired enough to not... Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. He's ready. Uh-huh. Oh, God. Insert PNG of something. I'm sure whatever I decide will be equally disturbing. Uh-huh. Oh, gosh. Oh. Listen, it's... Let's be thankful that I can't read this right now. This is my reward for enduring the first two scenes. They were hilarious. Hilarious writing. Disgusting, even. This is my salvation. I'm just gonna... Let's hang out, man. Let's hang out while this plays in the background. How you doing? Tell me about your day. I'm doing great. Yup. This is... Oh, alright. You know, I didn't expect there to be another one of these, to be honest. Uh-huh. We'll only read the hilarious things. Needle-like is not the right description. That's a bit disturbing, actually. Uh-huh. Crawls. Meat. Oh my gosh. We're looking for the key words here, people. Key words. This is my only salvation. Bear with me. I have to endure this, and so do you. Huh? Nothing too cringe in a while here. Clear liquid. It's like it's crying. Oh my gosh. I'm done, dude. I cannot. Red. Deep affection. Uh-huh. Oh my, a finger along the vein. This, dude, you can't make this shit up. Actually, apparently you can. This is art. Her slick hand. We're only here for the highlights, people. Yeah, maybe that's why she can't breathe. Ouch, Shiro. Sakura's a mouth breather, confirmed. Oh, there you go. Never mind. That's the tip. I can't believe you guys let me read this shit out loud. Ugh. You like how I'm just putting the blame onto you? See what I did there? Granted, a lot of people if you look through the comments of my Unlimited Blade Works videos, there's definitely more than a few people who are like, yo, when you play Heaven's Feel, do the OG script, not Rail to Nua. It's the only reason I'm doing this, because so many people asked me to. I'm like going through the stages of grief over here. Alright then. Whatever PNG I put on the screen is gonna be stretched very disturbingly, so prepare yourself. Huh? Listen, I'm not reading this. If there's a way I can let you still see the text, I'll try, but I'm gonna have to be very clever with how I cover things. Because holy shit. Uh-huh. Yep, this is certainly something. I don't know at what point did I realize that Fate was like, sure, I'm sure there's a lot of people, you know, who enjoy the story. And, you know, the Fate Stay Night is like a triple story, and that's all complete by coexisting, and it's you know, an amazing like narrative and shows you like exactly like how Shiro deals with everything, and it's awesome. But I don't know at what point did I realize that mostly it's people loving their waifus. I don't know. I think it was around the time I got into Fate Grand Order, and I was like, oh, I get why this is popular now. Gosh, my censoring is gonna have to be on point. Huh? The fucking water dripping in the background. That reverb. Somehow this continual silence and my filling the air statements are somehow less awkward than me actually reading this. Okay, they made a lot of CGs. Takeuchi, you dirty bird. Meat. I asked this already, but how you doing? Tell me about your day. Honeypot. That is certainly a synonym for that. Carnivorous plant. That's the winner right there. Were these scenes always this long? Oh my gosh. What is the matter with me? There's way too many CGs for this route for this. Oh my gosh, dude. It's amazing. Listen, I'm gonna have to put a timestamp to skip at this point. Why are you sitting through this with me? Skip ahead. Why are you enduring this with me? You could not even see the text really. Why are you here? I mean, you can see it now, but on this screen you can see it. They're courteous enough to keep the text on top, which is hilarious. So I want to cut off that arm. Uh-huh. Holy fuck. Jeez. All his magical energy. Are we good now? The TV turned off. The power in my mind turns off. I can't think of anything. I can't recall what happened tonight. Uh-huh. I'm gonna just assume it's not safe to read out loud until the sex music stops. Oh damn, not an interlude. Well, that was something. Hi, if you're here, then hopefully you skipped ahead to this point, because for some reason I'm still including in the video me sitting through that, because of, I don't know. People want to see me endure this route to its fullest extent, so there you go. Wow. Gotta get ready to read again. I was having fun. It is in a Red Sea. Not because of this scene. Alright, it is in a Red Sea. The familiar scenery is submerged in seawater, turning the town into an aquarium. Instead of air, something thick flows into the throat. The more it gasps for breath, the more of the heavy, watery substance it sucks in. So this has to be underwater. Gasps out that it is painful. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. It originally lived on land. It cannot possibly live underwater. It tries to reach the surface, and it eventually reaches the highest place in the town. Suffocation does not abate. It looks down at the town, lungs burning from lack of oxygen, and curses the peacefully sleeping townspeople. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. There's no air here. There's no pain here. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. It drags corpses behind it. The body is bright red with blood. It hurts, it hurts, it need more, it hurts. I thought I predicted the 4 it hurts there, but it did the whoop-de-wop on me. In its black hands are many corpses. Yikes, the distorted hands grasp many dead bodies. Need more, need more, need more, need more. It smashes them, dyeing itself red. Need more air. The air hurts. Water pressure is uncaring. Water pressure is unbearable. Oh wait, is this where the Gilgamesh scene happens? Oh shit. It smears the red blood all over its body. Probably thinks that the blood is the only water-type protection it has to live in this water. It reaches out its twisted hands. Illuminated by the moon, the dark hand becomes a giant shadow and descends to crush the town. Oh, never mind. He wakes up. She's breathing hard from her restless sleep. Astonished by the dream's realism, she hugs her feverish body. At that instant, her hands are wet with blood. She shuts her eyes and pulls her hands away. But when she looks again, they are clean. Although she knows it was just a hallucination, she can't stop trembling. She trembles. Trembles like a broken machine. Trembles so violently that bolts might spill from her ears. All the parts in her body will spill out like that, and the image is so frightening that she cannot stop trembling. He heads to the bathroom. He makes it only a few steps. Her quaking limbs will not follow her orders. She braces herself against the desk. Her vision wavers. She can't make it to the door. She can't even see it clearly. She can't remember what kind of a dream she was having or why she got out of bed. She's broken. Can't remember anything. Can't think of anything. There's nothing but lust and hunger. She wants hot skin, breast sensation. Yikes. Her empty but mushed up insides plead for more. Lies on the desk and shakes her head. Fear and infinite self-hatred. Something is wrong. Why hasn't she had enough? It's probably empty, and that's why that alone cannot fill her up. She doesn't want anything else. Wants you see how I'm like cleverly, he wants to be his for much longer. Wow. And naturally eliminate all those things. Feels dizzy. Not so far-fetched. What's scary is that you really thought that it would be fun. Wow. She leans on the desk, keeps her collapsing body steady. The frightening dream becomes clearer every day. The frightening dream becomes less frightening every day. So I don't think she even realizes. She's like, oh, it's the dream. The dream is becoming clearer. The dream is becoming less frightening, which is scary because she's like, she just said like she finds the idea kind of fun. Oh man, she's breaking down. Till now it was only her body, but now she's beginning to go mad. Moans escape her mouth. Her vague memory is no problem. It doesn't matter if she cannot remember what happened a few hours ago. She's not scared of being in bed forever. She's terrified of becoming something else. She doesn't want to become a bad person. If she slowly breaks down like this, she will go crazy in the end. Will probably become something that will cause him the most trouble. That's what terrifies her. It's scary to go crazy. It's more scary than anything else. If she does, he will not touch her, nor will he love her. He won't be able to be with him. She won't even know if she is with him. Not only that, if she loses her mind, will be with another. Wow. See where her mind's going? This sucks, man. She doesn't want that. She really doesn't want that. She always thought he should be with someone else, someone better suited to him, but she can no longer accept that. Oh, man. Because he is already hers. Why, it's frightening. He's scared of what she might do. Wow. Because this is the thing, she's losing it. But it's not her fault. Like, she got like a really shitty hand dealt to her. Like the crest worm, the fact that she's a grail, like so many factors are just like fucking up her body. She knows, yet there's no salvation. She cannot tell him of this dysfunction. If she tells him, it will be back to the cold for her. She cannot return to the cold now that she has known warmth. She wants to keep smiling at him. Oh, but she knows what will be lost if this continues. Her wish is just a desire. She wishes for one person's happiness, yet her happiness requires the ruin of that same person. Wow! Just straight up said it. If she cannot do so, she should just break down and disappear. If she's going to go crazy, she should disappear now and become a monster in a place with no people. That should be the best choice. She still clings to it. She wishes for more because it's warm and happy here. So why? Why is such a normal desire forbidden to her? She shakes off her weakness. She's not envious. She's not holding any grudges. She justifies her decision, saying that she merely wants to stay here. She shakes her head in denial. She shuts her dark mind with an empty head. There are no happy endings. She turns her eyes away from the obvious conclusion. I wonder if there's a happy end. Her hazy mind is already experiencing another nightmare. Forcing down her wish to be saved, she keeps on crying. Question is, can Shiro like actually save her even when she goes Dark Sakura? Like, I don't know. I'm very curious. That's like what I'm most curious about, because at that point I don't even know. Like, I can't even predict. It's gonna get crazy either way. But wow, what a day. I mean, what a night that was. Thank goodness I didn't need to read that aloud, because my gosh, too much of that, man. Oh man, like it just struck me then, like how long those scenes really are. Like I'm really scared to go back and like time that out, because I definitely didn't listen to it while I was editing it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stretch the sensor here, I'm gonna put it here, moving on. Yeah, anyway, let's keep it moving. Overdose. Day 12. Think what, we have 3 or 4 days left? It's morning. Oh, my mind slowly. Oh dear. It's morning. As my mind slowly awakens, I sit up. It's past 8 o'clock. Well, that was freaky. Dude, I love this route. It does so much with like the color on the screen. You know, which sometimes is just a simple inversion, but like moments like that, the way it utilizes silence, it's pretty good at times. I'm late for school. Well, that's not really true since I'm not going to school, but it makes no difference to the fact that I slept in. I get up and get changed. I can't avoid looking at the cloth wrapped around my left arm. I swing my arm as a warm-up exercise. It's fine. It rises up to my shoulders as I intended. It's getting better day by day. There's still no sensation, but at this rate... Ilya is in front of me. I should be in the living room, but I'm in the shed for some reason. He is not doing okay. Don't fuck with the arm anymore, dude. It's just, this is crazy. That was an odd reply on my part. Seems I'm not awake yet. Can you imagine if Shiro had anxiety, like health anxiety, or was a hypochondriac? He would not make it. The fact that he can just be like, huh, I guess I'm still sleepy. Like, what? Dude, I wish I could think like you. I shake my head. My body is dead tired, but my sleepiness goes away. Oh, Ilya. Ilya happily runs across the yard. The sky is nice. It's bright blue, as if trying to wash away yesterday's gloomy air. I take a deep breath and the cold, refreshing air fills my lungs. That's the first thing I say after I'm fully awake. Ilya's breakfast, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also worried at the same time. I'm pretty sure that Ilya has never even held a knife before, let alone cooked. I run across the prickling grass to the living room. I'm astonished once again. I must have been really out of it. What was I thinking coming here in my bare feet? 4 minutes after Ilya, I get up on the porch after wiping my feet.
先輩だ。
I run into Sakura as she comes out of the living room.
おはようさくら。今朝は悪い。寝過ごしちまって気づいたら8時過ぎてた。
Maybe she didn't hear me, she's just looking blankly at my face.
さくら
I reach out, afraid that she's sick again. Then,
おはようございます、先輩。
or maybe she isn't because she greets me with lots of energy.
なんだ朝から元気いいなさくら。その分じゃ体の方も調子いいんだ。
はい、おかげさまでですね。調子は
Yeah,
すごくいい
literally.
です。先輩に元気を分けてもらいましたから。
Sakura sounds awkward. Being energetic is a good thing, but I get uneasy seeing her so restless.
どうしたんだよさくら。なんか変だぞ。だいたい
Wait, does he not even
俺が元気を分け
remember?
たって何の話だ。
ですから、昨日。
Uh-huh. Sakura trails off, blushing furiously. That sound effect. I think that's the first time I heard that sound effect in this visual novel. Go back and listen to that. I don't think I've ever heard that before. I remember now. No, there's no way I can forget about it. Last night. I don't think I need a censor bar there. I think I'm good. Sometimes I have to take a mental note. And I even still missed one in the last one. But whatever. And it was our second time. We did it more furiously than the first time. Uh-huh. Blood rushes to my head in an instant. I almost think that there's no blood left below my neck.
さくら昨日のあれは。
It wasn't a dream, right? Sakura is still blushing, but she shakes her head and looks at me critically. Amazing. I thought my face couldn't get any hotter, but I guess I was wrong. Last night was amazing. Oh, come on, game. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to remember this split-second scene to censor? Fuck you, Fate Stay Night. Yes. Uh-huh.
さくら昨日はごめん。
Ignoring the blazing heat, I feel I apologize.
はい。でも、私は嬉しかったですよ、先輩。
Sakura smiles and gives a lethal reply. She got me. Sakura's so cute that I want to push her down right here. Wow. I would have lost it for real if the sound of the TV hadn't come from the living room and...
シロ、朝ごはんできたよ。
Oh gosh, let's see what Ilya did. If Ilya hadn't caught for me at exactly the right time.
そういうわけだから朝飯食べてくる。この話はまた後でな。
Pivot like a robot and head to the living room. Oh dear, she got cold. My limbs move awkwardly as I force down my desires. See, that's her thing. She's from her perspective, Shiro is hers. That's the thing. She's like afraid what she might do to like keep him in her perception of like losing him to whatever, like it's or whoever, you know. It's fucked up. The jealousy while everyone's here is gonna be just rising and contributing to the instability. Cause that's the big thing too. Like ever since she met Shiro, like she was able to like smile and feel genuinely happy around him, but she also felt pain and suffering for the first time. At least that's the way it was described. Ilya hands me a plate as soon as I enter the living room. I guess like beyond her acceptance. On the plate are blackened toast, a runny sunny side up egg, and cut tomatoes.
Thank you.
My head's still dizzy, but I sit down at my usual spot and start biting on the toast. I decline to comment on the toast, but the egg is done pretty well. Maybe she copied someone, or perhaps Tosaka taught her. Anyway, I have to give her a perfect score if this is her first time cooking. Yeah, it's classic breakfast, easy breakfast food. I crunch on the toast. Ilya doesn't seem happy or proud, but simply watches me in satisfaction. I'm not giving into her happy mood, but I decide not to ask why the toast feels like coal. Wow. It's good. Having your toast black or hard is a matter of personal preference. Good thing you like it then.
そんな焦げっちいの食べてると体壊すわよ。
Wow, Rin.
バカめ。米にしろパンにしろ、この焦げ目が美味しいんだ。
ちょっとエミヤくん、頭平気？
See, yeah. And this is the thing, like, would he really like it burned, or does he just like, is his brain like so fucked up from trying to take off like the cloth that he can't even like he doesn't even care. He's just like, what, the burnt spots are the best. And like the way the lines are separated there between rice or toast.
だからうまいって。あと、
Whoa.
ラーメンでもいいらしいんだ。
Yo. Phrasing,
本
bro.
格的に寝ぼけてるのね。あのね、そんなのんきなこと言ってる場合じゃないんだけど。
Tosca looks at the TV. TV is on, showing the morning news. Is this deja vu? The news seems to be a story I've already seen, and my mind sharpens up. Captions on the screen. An incident of unexplained comas occurred in Shinto last night. Nope, just more happened. The residents lost consciousness overnight. It's being treated just like the other mysterious comas, but it's different from before. Area of the incident is 50 meters in diameter. It used to only happen in one building at a time, but the damage has spread much further now. It's getting worse and worse. That's not the only problem. At the end of the report, beside the triple-digit number of victims in a new list called Missing People. Triple-digit. But how many missing?
父さんが、これ。
Because it said beside the triple-digit number, which is insane in itself, but...
そう。行方不明者
14 missing,
10
okay. So 14
調
dead.
べればもっと増えるだろうけど、とりあえずは全体の10分の1ってことで落ち着きそうね。
Wow.
完全に飲まれてしまった人間は。
My mind freezes. I unconsciously...
わかった？これが造剣の仕業か、あの影の仕業かはわからないけど、
Yeah.
どっちにしたって、今までとは段違いの犠牲者が出たことに変わりはない。この分でいけば、数日後には一区画丸ごと飲み込まれかね
In
な
a
いわ。
few days, there are actually only days left to sort this thing out. Squeeze my left arm.
父さんが、行方不明になった人たちは。
I asked to confirm. Tosca looks away, which is answer enough.
話はここまでよ。シローの気持ちはわかるけど、罪悪感は後にして。いい？あいつらは私たちに手がないと思って、やりたい放題やり始めた。なら、舐められてる私たちが何をするべきか、確認するまでもないでしょ？
Tosca quietly gets up. There's only one place she could be going. Tosca does not urge me to join her, but goes ahead to the dojo. Oh.
で、担当直入に聞くけど、
Oh, here we go.
腕の調子はどうなの？
This is what I thought was going to happen before, but we might get to it now. Tosca cuts right to the chase when I get to the dojo.
そうだな。普通に動かせるぐらいにはなった。けど、そういう話をしているんじゃないよな、遠坂は。
ええ、私が聞いているのは、アーチャーの腕として理解できたかってことだけよ。
Ilya is watching us silently. I swear, Tosca doesn't know what this arm is. He doesn't know about the fear I felt last night. It'll be over for me if I take this cloth off. She doesn't know my body will be destroyed if I let this arm free, let alone use it. Does she not? I recall the sensation. Unavoidable death. It felt like being buried alive. She definitely doesn't know the extent of like the pain he's felt, but I'm sure she has a good guess that it's very detrimental to him, and yeah, but we'll see. She's about to get into it. Felt like being buried alive, utter obliteration where the world is covered beneath something mysterious and ends in silence. After just a glimpse of it, my mind repeated to itself in terror that I cannot use this arm. It'll die if I use it. I'll die if I use it. Without some sort of miracle, I will definitely die.
どうなの？私の魔術刻印を移してから1日経ったんだから、少しは手応えがあるはずよ。さあ、答えて。あなた、アーチャーの腕で何ができるか、もう分かっているの？
Hold on. Tosca's question is not exactly what I've been expecting. I thought she wanted to know if I could use the arm.
それはアーチャーの腕を制御できるかって話じゃなくて、アーチャーのホグが何であるかって話か。
そんなの当たり前でしょ。シロはあーちゃんの腕を使ったらまずいんだから使わせるわけないじゃない。何？それとも使う気でいたっていうの？あんたは。
Oh, Tosca's seriously angry.
いや、そういうわけじゃないんだが、なんとなくそういう流れかな。
That's where I hope it ends up. Even though it's super like it's going to kill him. Like the time limit is 10 years. Especially if he keeps fucking with it, like even less. But yeah, I hope. Because he has to use it, right? He has to use it later on.
そういう
They're building
流れ
it
ど
up.
ういう流れよ。まったく言っとくけど、どんな状況になろうとアーチャーの腕だけは使わせないからね。シローも私の許可なしで使おうなんて思わないで。そのアーチャーの代わりなんだから勝手に死なれたら困るじゃない。
I take back what I said earlier. She knows. She's a much better Magus than I am. Yeah, she knows more than me about what'll happen if I free this arm.
それでどうなの？アーチャーの宝具が何であるか理解できた？
I don't know what kind of an answer Tosca's expecting, but
もういい加減言ってあげればシロ。そんなのアーチャーの腕を移植された時から知ってるって。ちょっと今の本当なのシロ？
yeah, pretty much.
まあ、本当だと思う。アーチャーの宝具はあいつの投影魔術で武器を複製することだろう。
I have a vague idea, but I can't be sure, so I'm still half in doubt.
緊張して損した。要するにもうつながってるんだ。それはそれで助かるけど、どうして黙ってたのよイリア。シロがアーチャーの投影魔術を知ってたのならいちいち確認取る必要なかったじゃない。どうしても何も聞かれなかったから言わなかっただけよ。リンはシロに投影をさせたがっているんだから伝えるのはリンの役目でしょ。何よその口ぶり。あなたあそこまで用意しておいてやめるって言うんじゃないでしょうね。
Yes, let's see the preparation.
それはリンとシロが決めることでしょ。確かに
Zell Schweinorg.
複製できればリンの勝ちよ。
Whoa, the gem sword. Zelrich.
それは私の義務だから手を貸しただけ。決してあなたの方針に賛同したからじゃないわ。
Okay, so this is all I know from FGO. There's a craft essence called Jeweled Sword Zelrich. And I'm like, wait, why is there a sword named Zelrich? But apparently this was a person. And I also learned in the last part that Zelrich is just the first name of Schweinorg, who, like, I've seen name dropped in Zero and UBW, but they've only ever said his last name, Schweinorg. But it's Zelrich Schweinorg. And earlier in the route, they made, I think it was Ilya talking with Shiro that someone's consciousness or can be transferred to an object. So I don't know if that's a thing, but anyway, we'll see. I mean, you're talking about reproducing the sword, so it'll be a copy, but we'll see. And I don't know what the sword does, so I'm very curious. Judging by their conversation, Tosca wants me to project something.
いいかな。要するに何か複製したいものがあるのか、トサカ。
そうよ。シロにはあるものを複製してもらうわ。私たちだけじゃセイバーにもあの影にもかなわない。
Ah, a conceptual
だから
weapon
サーバントにとって
that exceeds the
サー
servants.
バント以上の魔術講師。
概念武装。それって決められた事柄を実行するっていう固定化された魔術品のことだっけ？
ええ。物理的な衝撃で相手を打倒するのではなく、概念
Wow.
コンパクトしての重みで相手を打倒するアウトブレイカー。あなたにはその中でも特殊な
Ah,
うちに伝わ
the
る
weapon
探検を
passed
投影
down
して
through
も
the
らうわ。
Tosca family.
目標はセイバーの宝具に対抗できるだけのものを作ること。
Whoa.
バーサーカーを倒したセイバーの宝具は見たでしょ。単純な火力で言えばセイバーは他の追随を許さない。あの黒い影だってセイバーの宝具を受ければ跡形もないだろうし、私たちだってあんなものを振るわれたら防ぐこともかわすこともできない。けど逆に言えば急増ですぐ壊れる模造品でもセイバーの宝具を上回る剣さえ作れれば、あとは戦い方次第ってわけ。
Makes sense. But this is crazy. I had no idea about this. It's a sound argument and a natural conclusion. If Saber's Noble Phantasm is their strongest weapon, we just need to prepare something that outperforms it. Make a weapon that is stronger than your enemies. It's the simplest and surest way to win. But
どうかな。それだけの宝具を投影するなんてできないぞ、俺。あ、いや、そもそも
not yet.
投影魔術が成功したことなんて一度も。
ええ、私たちが知っている投影が成功したことなんて一度もないでしょうね。けどあなたの投影はそういうレベルの話じゃない。今まではやり方がわからなくて間違った方法で間違った投影を行っていただけ。けどアーチャーの知識があるならあとはそれをなぞるだけでいい。
Trace is the right word.
アーチャーという見本を知っている今のあなたなら投影は必ず成功する。
Posca sounds confident, but even so I have no confidence in myself.
いい？前にも言ったけどあなたは強化じゃなくて投影の魔術使いなの。そのあなたがより上位の複製者であるアーチャーの魔術理論を踏めば本物と同じ能力を持つ複製品とまではいかないだろうけどオリジナルに似た能力を持つ複製品をそれ以外のフォローは私たちの役割よ。私とイリアは今あなたに投影してもらう武器の材料をできるだけオリジナルに沿うように用意してるわ。
I will be right back. Back. We're prepared. Oh, this is her
投影時の資
talking.
料になる設計図はイリアがリーディングで解析中だし本物に使われていた材料は
Wow.
私の方で用意してる。
Ilya's giving the blueprint and she's preparing the materials. Huh. So I guess Shiro would trace the materials and after analyzing the blueprint himself.
まだ準備に時間がかかるけどこれが揃ったらあとはシロー次第よ。シローが形だけでも大主婦のパスを複製してくれれば。
Yeah, because this projection would be pretty unique. Because typically, like, they see the actual weapon, they being Shiro and Emiya. I mean, it's the same person, but you know. And then they do that. They analyze the structure of the actual weapon, but he's like gonna be looking at a blueprint. I mean, granted, it's almost like skipping a step for him, I guess, if they already provide the blueprint, right? So I don't know. As long as it's possible, so that's the important part. So they're going to prepare the blueprint and the materials, and I'm supposed to put it together? I have no problem if we can defeat Zulkin that way. I'll happily go with their plan, but...
仮に俺がその武器を投影できるとするぞ。その場合、材料はいらないだろう。オリジナルがあるなら、それを見せてもらえれば。
So I guess that's the problem.
材料なんて用意してないで、今すぐ試してみればいい。
バカ、それができるなら2日前に試させてるわよ。いい？今のシローじゃ投影ができて1回。それも必ずどこかにほころびができるイメージになる。
Right, cause
それじゃあ意味ないでしょ。土蔵に転がっている出来損ないと同じ。形はそっくりでも中身がないっていう偽物を作られたらたまんないわ。
けど俺はその偽物しか作れないぞ。
だからそのフォローを私たちがしてるんじゃない。投影に必要な魔力と知識を補うためにできる限り本物に近い素材を作っておいて、あとはそれにあなたのイメージを重ねて固定化するってわけ。簡単な足し算よ。シローのイメージと私たちが用意した材料を足してより高い数値を求める。
まあアーチャーの腕で投影すれば材料や元になる設計図もいらないんだろうけど、アーチャーの腕に頼らないで戦う武器を用意するって言ったら、
I get it now.
この
元からあるものを投影で強化するってことか。そうだな。それなら少しは。
It sounds plausible and we might be able to do it with
け
practice.
ど成功するかどうかわからないぞ。強化だってマスターになる前までまともに成功しなかったんだ。そんな離れ技ぶっつけ本番でできるとは思えない。
ああ、それは大丈夫。シロにはこれから投影の練習とアーチャーの知識の引き出しを猛特訓してもらうから。
そうか。俺もその方がいいんだけど、なんか嬉しそうだな。 遠坂。
まさかここんところずっとエリアと積み木遊びしてたから、出来の悪い教え子とコミュニケーションするのもいいかなって思ってるだけよ。
Ugh, I get the chills recalling the weird sensation from yesterday. Tosca got me naked, came close to me, and stuck her fingers in me. Why do you say it like that? Nothing happened then, but if we're going to do that again today... Holy shit, Shiro, phrasing. I might get a big scolding from Sakura, resting in her room.
と冗談は置いておいて。
Yeah, Sakura, she was not... She had to watch it too.
それなら最後の確認をしておきたいんだけど。
最後の確認？
この作戦でいいかってことよ。結局私たちはシローの投影に頼るしかない。アーチャーの腕は使わせないけど、それでもアーチャーから魔術を習う以上、シローの体にはアーチャーっていうサーバントの毒が混ざる。
いや、従うも何も造剣が倒せるなら文句はないぞ。魔術の鍛錬だって遠坂が指導してくれるなら頼もしいし。
はっきり言うわ。アーチャーの魔術を習うってことは、アーチャーの腕の底を
there it
解
is.
くってことよ。つまりね、ここで投影の鍛錬をする間は、そのセーラ
Yo,
イフを外すって
this is what I've been waiting for. Come on. And yeah, Shiro's gonna be more than reluctant. My mind freezes. Take the shroud off? Release this arm that terrified me, made me cry, made me shake in the corner just by loosening the cloth? Don't even need to think about it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm not gonna prolong this. Well, this is why we save. We're gonna come back. I muster all my resolve.
遠坂の方針に従う。この布外せばいいんだな。
And I managed to nod.
そう。やっぱりそうきたわけ。
なんだよ遠坂。今の答えじゃ不満か？
別にあんたに脅しなんて意味なかったって再確認したところ、正外符を外してもいいだなんてあっさり言うとは思わなかっただけで、答え自体には満足よ。
Tosca looks away, clearly displeased.
変だぞ遠坂。こっちが覚悟を決めてうなずいたっていうのに、俺が悪いみたいじゃないか。
変なのは私の方よ。その答えを欲しがったのに、いざ言われたら頭にくるなんてどうかしてる。けどシロ、さっきも言ったけど、私はあなたにアーチャーの腕なんて使わせない。
Wait,
そ
what?
れは決して正外符を外させないってことよ。
They're just wait, so they're just taking it off just to better acclimate the knowledge, but they're not gonna actually use the arm.
あなたの覚悟を試した私が言えることじゃないけど、二度と正外符を外すなんて言わないで。それを外すってことは、もう戻れなくなるってことだから。
I can't wait. That sounds awesome. It sounds more like a plea than a warning. I grasp my left arm that's covered by the red cloth. I don't want to take this off either, but
アーチャーの魔術を習うってのはどうするんだ？布を解かないとあいつの魔術構成は引き出せないんじゃないのか？
もちろん。だからここは無理を承知で少しだけ正外符の工作を緩めてもらうわ。それなら封印を解いたことにならないし、アーチャーの腕からの反動も少なくできるでしょ。
そうだな。じゃあさっき遠坂が言った。
yeah, I thought she meant actually taking it off. I was like, huh?
ええ、少しだけ布を緩めろってことよ。けどそれだって大事だから、まずシローの覚悟を試してみたってわけ。
You and your tests.
ともあれ、これはいつかやらなくちゃいけないことでもある。シローだっていつまでも布を巻いたままなんて嫌でしょ。
Yeah, that's true.
せめて自分で巻き直せるぐらいできないとこの先やっていけないんだから。
ああ、そうだな。
でしょ。だから今のうちにせめて布が緩まった程度の反動には耐えられるようになっておかないと。昨日の刻印はうまく馴染んでいるようだし、耐魔力だって上がっているし、意識の保護はリアがやってくれるから、今なら5分ぐらいは OK なんじゃないかしら。
5 minutes. All right, let's do it.
イリアが保護するって。
Time for suffering.
そのイリアと2人でアーチャーの腕を押さえつけろってこと？
ちょっと違うよ。私が守るのはあくまでシローの精神だけで、アーチャーからの逆流を我慢するのは シロはアーチャーの経験を引き出さなくちゃいけないんだから、防ぐんじゃなくて耐えなくちゃいけないでしょ。
Oh. Ilya cuts off the flow of magical energy from Archer, I won't be able to learn his techniques. Even if it's poison for me, I have to taste it to understand its content.
わかった。じゃあ俺は布を緩めてできるだけ左腕からの逆流に耐えればいいんだな。
ええ、その時は目を閉じて内側に意識を向けること。魔術回路を開く時と同じだから簡単でしょ。とにかくシロはアーチャーの投影技法を体験するだけでいい。身に染みさせるだけでいいんだから、間違
This is
って
gonna
も
be
理解しよ
interesting.
うだなんて思わないでね。ごめん、ちょっと席を外すわ。あとはよろしくね、イリア。
Oh
す
gosh,
ぐに
here
戻
we
るか
go.
ら、その間にシロを鍛えてあげてちょうだい。
Tosca suddenly gets up and leaves without hurry.
どうしたんだ。
さあ、何か忘れ物でもしたのよ、きっと。そんなことよりシロにはやることがあるでしょ。拘束を緩めるなんてバカな真似は反対だけど、シロが約束したのなら手伝ってあげる。さあ、リンが戻ってくるまでに済ませましょう。
Ilya comes behind me and lays her cold hand on my back.
エリア。
いいから目をつぶってシロが一番得意な瞑想をして。
So this is the part they kind of montaged in the movie. So it was Ilya with her hand on his back.
魔術回路が開いたら、こっちでシロの意識をプロテクトして正外符の拘束を緩めるわ。タイミングはこっちで測るから、シロは流れてくる魔力に耐えてるだけでいい。けどくれぐれも死ぬ気で耐えて。左腕からの反動でシロは間違いなく
This is gonna be
飲み込まれるから。
intense. But a more controlled intense, I guess. I nod back and close my eyes. Quietly gather my senses and create another nerve inside me. Yikes. This step has gotten much easier over the past few days. Once I complete the line of light running through my back.
余計な忠告をするね、シロ。リンが知ってるのは英霊の腕を移植された人間の痛みだけよ。だからリンは
Yeah, because how could she really
これがどういう
know?
ことになるか分かってない。シロがどうなっちゃうかも分かってないの。けどそれも仕方ないわ。だってシロとアーチャーの関係を知っているのは
Oh
この
shit.
私だけなんだから。
Yo. So she knows. Ilya is saying something strange in a voice too vague to hear clearly. Yeah, and he's like, what the hell? Something strange. Like, that doesn't mean anything to Shiro. Wow. I wonder how she... I mean, she kind of gave a hint how she feels about that, but... It can't be
さ
helped.
て、
She leaves the two of them and comes out into the yard.
どういうつもり、さくら。体が悪いんだから、おとなしく部屋で休んでいるんじゃなかったの？
Tosca Rin coldly regards the girl before her. Mato Sakura looks down uneasily. There are no words between them. Rin mercilessly condemns the outsider Sakura, who is at a loss for words, feeling beholden and inferior.
さくら、エミヤくんが心配になって見に来たのなら戻りなさい。それだけの理由なら私も見なかったことにしてあげるから。
Sakura trembles a bit. Her older sister is bitter. She corners Sakura even when she knows of her uneasiness.
違います姉さん。
Pushing her resolve, Sakura looks at her ideal, her older sister. But
説明は不要よ。私は部屋に戻れって言っているの。
it's crazy. Every time they call Rin Sakura's ideal, it just makes it like,
ここで何を言われようが、あなたを道場に入れることだけはしないから。
Rin cuts off the girl.
そんな、中に入れないってどうしてですか？どうしても何もないわ。マスターとして行動するとき、私たちにとってあなたは敵でしかないだけ。いい？さくら。戦闘に参加せず、ライダーでこの家を守ろうが、あなたが造形の手駒であることに変わりはないの。そんな相手の前で鍛錬なんてできるわけないでしょ。
Faced with the cold words, Sakura can only stand there. Tosca Rin is serious. Unlike Shiro, her sister is worrying about when she might fall under Zoken's sway and become their enemy. No, Rin probably assumes they will end up as enemies. She bites her lip. As Rin says, Sakura can fall into Zoken's hands at any time. Her body is getting worse every day and her memory is becoming more vague. Her only respite came when she slept, but now she's begun having nightmares. It'll be no surprise if she goes crazy at any time.
そういうこと。何よりそんな魔力不足の体でうろつかれちゃ迷惑よ。今のあなたはいつ倒れるかわからない。まあ、今は落ち着いているようだから倒れたりしないだろうけど、無理をすればするほどエミヤくんが心配するわ。そうなれば彼、今以上に追い詰められるわよ。それはあなたも望むところじゃないでしょ、さくら。
Rin is absolutely right. Sakura drops her gaze further, biting her lip helplessly.
分かってくれた？なら早く戻りなさい。
Alright, fair enough.
お昼になったら呼びに行くから、それまでちゃんと休んでること。
Here's the thing, Rin is being very logical. She nods. Rin turns her back to her younger sister, as if to tell her that she's just a nuisance. Wow.
待ってください、姉さん。
何？まだ何かあるの？さくら。
はい。姉さんの話は分かりました。私も部屋には戻ります。けど、ちゃんと聞かせてください。姉さんは、先輩に何をさせる気なんですか？姉さん、先輩はもう戦えないって分かってるんでしょ？なのに今日も先輩を呼び出して、これ以上何をさせようって言うんです。
He stops before leaving.
何って魔術講座よ。このままじゃ造形にもセーバーにもあの黒い影にも
Yeah,
勝
just
てない
straight
で
up
しょ。
tell her.
だからシローにはアーチャーの腕から魔術を引き出してもらう。アーチャーの腕は経験値の塊だからね。
Level
正
up.
外符の拘束を緩めれば、シローが眠っていても一方的に経験値が流れ込んでいって強引にレベルアップさせられるでしょ。
As a Magus of the Mato, Sakura knows that this is a reckless plan. What her sister intends to do is just torture. It's like pouring 100 units of fuel into a container called Emiyashiro that can only hold 10. Even if 10,000 units are poured, the excess will overflow and the container will only hold 10. But that will only be painful. Emiyashiro will gain from less than a tenth of the agony he goes through. Most of all, a person with a normal mind will never be able to endure it. Well, lucky for him, if you set a mud puppet against a tidal wave, the puppet will be washed away. That's what loosening the shroud means.
じゃあです。そんなことを続けたら先輩の体が持たない。それだけじゃない。先輩は姉さんを信じています。信じてるからそんな無茶なことだって受け入れる。けどそんなことをしていたら結局最後には姉さんの一言で鼻布だって外してしまうに決まってます。
さくら。
Sakura does not look down. He stares straight at her sister.
そうね。けどさくら、私が言わなくてもあいつは自分から正ナイフを外してたわ。さっき話しててそれが分かっちゃった。ほんとどうかしてるわ。私がどんな風に忠告してもね、きっと最後には何でもないことみたいに外しちゃうのよ、あいつ。
姉さん。
そう。それがわかるから、そんなことをしなくてもいい方法を提示するしかなかった。外さなくてもなんとかなるって知っていれば、あいつだってギリギリまで我慢するでしょ。だから私の役目は、
It's the best they
その
can
ギリ
do.
ギリのうちに戦う道具を作らせること。それが終わればシローを休ませる。閉じ込めてでもおとなしくさせて、聖杯戦争が終わるまで戦わせないわ。
Sounds pretty reasonable, even though it's still going to be hell for him. She's telling the truth. Toscarin is showing as much consideration as she can. But that is her mind as Toscarin. As the successor of an old family lineage, Sakura knows the other side of Rin.
姉さん。姉さんが先輩を案じてくれているのはわかります。けれど、姉さんはそれだけです。もし今の方法でおじい様を倒せないとわかれば、姉さんはきっと使う。あなたは遠坂の魔術師ですから。勝つため、魔術師としての規律を守るためなら、姉さんは先輩を道具として使う人間です。
They are not questions, but statements of fact. The Tosca heir closes her eyes and...
ええ、今の方法が失敗してゾウケンとあの影が昨夜のような強行を繰り返すなら
Wow.
シロにはアーチャーの腕を使ってもらう。彼一人の命で済むのなら当然でしょう。
Oh, man. Oh, and there it is right there. Like, when it comes down to it, if this doesn't work, she'll say, fuck it. It's just his life. That's the cold side. Like, she'll care, but if she's pushed against the wall and it's her only option, that's it. She makes a declaration with her head held high.
そんなの勝手です。先輩は初めから聖杯なんて欲しがっていな
He
かっ
wants
た。
it for you now.
マスターになったのだって空前じゃないですか。ならもうこれ以上無理やり戦わせるなんて間違ってます。はあ、何か勘違いしてるみたいね、さくら。いい？私はシローに無理強いなんてしていないし、そもそも本当ならシローに発言権はないの。シローは私のアーチャーから腕をもらって一命を取り留めた。その後もあの腕に耐えながら受け入れている。
Yeah, I mean, the pain was screaming at him. His mind was like screaming at him, like, cut this shit off.
ならその時点であいつの命は私のものでしょ。
But yo, her logic is so fucked too. Like, his life was saved because I gave him my archer's arm. Like, yeah, that's true. But like, the fact that she feels like it's like owed to her, like his life, like she can just throw it away because she saved him. That's really, really fucked.
シローにあの腕がある限り、あいつは私のアーチャーなの。わかる？この戦いが終わるまで、シローは私の使い魔ってこと。
Listen, man, I love Rin, but if Sakura goes after Rin for saying this shit later, I would not be surprised.
さくらに口出しされる言われはないわ。私はあいつが戦いを望む以上、全力で力を貸すし、貸してもらうだけなんだから。
She cannot say anything. The girl cannot say anything back to her sister who is full of intimidating confidence.
話はそれだけ？じゃあ部屋に戻りなさい。
Wow.
ここにいられたら迷惑だって言ったでしょ。
Tosca Rin turns around and heads to the dojo. The girl watches it as if it's a distant scene. The familiar yard is vast. There's nothing around and it feels like nothing is within reach. In that artificial solitude.
そう。先輩まで取っていってしまうの。
Ooh.
姉さん。
And that's the thing. Listen, you hear that? That voice, that coldness? Because look, she already resents Rin. Like, she feels like her childhood was stolen from her, and it was. Like, it's taken from her family, and Rin got to live the life that she rightfully deserved as like a Tosaka child. It just didn't happen. And as it's been stated over and over, like, Rin is her ideal. Like, Rin is just like exudes confidence. She, you know, was properly trained in Tosaka magic and wasn't like tortured essentially her whole upbringing. Like, it's, and now like the one thing she has that makes her happy, Shiro. Now she's saying she owns his life. Nah, that's not flying with Sakura. The girl murmurs something without emotion. Interlude out. Whoa, that's what I'm saying. I don't know when Tosca got back, but she's in front of me.
あれ、何やってんだ、父さん。
Can he
な
not
んでし
hear?
ょうね。様子じゃないの？
He can't understand what they're saying. His mind's fried.
それよりお昼はリンとさくらの方が。
That's strange. Why are they talking secretly in front of me?
父さん、エリア。
Maybe my throat is bad as I can't talk in a big voice.
せーの。おい、何話してるんだ、二人とも。
Their conference abruptly ends.
あ、
Oh, it's back now. It seems the loud voice did the trick.
何よ。さっきまでは私の味付けも新鮮だとか言ってたくせに。
What the fuck?
シロ、 辛いの苦手ってこと？
Dude, I hate how Shiro suffers. And he is like, this shroud shit, what it's doing to his mind, I hate it. I hate this.
リンのは辛いんじゃなくてしびれるのよ。もうお昼はさくらに任せるって決まったんだから、いい加減諦めなさいよね。シロ。
It seems they're talking about lunch.
あのな、今はそんな場合じゃな。
I stop halfway into my sentence. I see the clock and find out it's almost noon. Something's nagging at the back of my mind. Nothing strange, the dojo's the same as always, but I'm getting chills. Tosca left at 9 o'clock. Information I don't know in my head. Groceries. I responded to their conversation. Something in my head are details of every weapon. Ilya said something concerning the pain of the white arm. Skipping 40 and 26 times, the memory disappeared and returned. Well, that makes sense. I hit my forehead with my fingers. It's fine. Dizziness is gone now.
シロ、どうしたの？イリアと商店街まで買い物に行くんでしょ？
I looked through my memory. I did indeed say we'll go shopping together.
じゃあ行こうか、イリア。
I shake my head and start walking.
ちょっと、なんか変よあなた。生涯譜を戻した時は元気だったけど、
Something like that.
今になって疲れが出たとか？
そうだな。確かに少し混乱してる。けど、まあ大したことないぞ。
This is nothing compared to the pain from yesterday, and my body feels fine. Well, alright. Still, I don't like this. I was just a bit dizzy, so there's no problem at all. What the hell updated? I don't think nothing new for weapons, right? I don't think so. So status. I don't know what could have updated. It sucks that I can't really tell what's actually new because I don't know, man. I thought maybe something about Archer was brought up since that's what we're kind of studying, but yeah, I have no idea what updated there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I go outside with Ilya. We can't spare the time to go shopping often, so we'll have to push ourselves and buy about 3 days worth of groceries. When it was mentioned that Shiro was going to go to the shopping district, I was almost going to make a joke like, oh, I bet he's going to take Ilya, you know, because he can't meet up with her. She's living with him, so I guess he's going to go anyway. And she is. Damn. This is just like a thing, no matter what.
それじゃ派手に買い込むか。イリアは何がいい？差し当たっては昼飯のメニューだけど。
あれ？お昼はシチューじゃないの？シロ、さっきそう言ってたけど。
ああ、そうだった。まあ決まってるならはっきりしてていい。さくらのシチューって言ったらホワイトだから鶏肉。
We head to the familiar butcher. We're buying 3 days worth of groceries after all. We can't waste money, so we have to walk around to find cheap, high-quality goods. Those are the best kind. And after 30 minutes of fast-paced store hopping, thanks for sparing me.
いっぱい買ったね、シロ。
Ilya looked bored while we shop, but she's laughing now with the groceries in hand.
悪い。買いすぎた。イリア、そっち重くないか？こっちの袋のが軽いから取り替えよう。
I hold out the lightest of the 7 bags I'm holding. 7, eh?
重くないから大丈夫。それよりもう一個持とっか。シロ、いっぱい袋下げてて。ぶどう
You
み
look
たい
like
だよ。
grapes?
いや、俺も平気なんだけど、ブドウってのはまたすごい例えだな。
Is Shiro's mind going weird again?
本当は風船持ったピエロみたいだけど。
What? Oh, she actually said that. Okay, so she's just weird. Got it. Thanks, Ilya. Ilya chatters happily, then starts running.
待てってばイリア。重くはないけど走るのはさすがにきついんだって。
It's not heavy, but I'm scared of the tofus and eggs breaking. I'm scared, so I sigh and follow after Ilya with quick steps. That's the biggest compromise I can make since I was put in charge of buying groceries. So I follow after Ilya while being careful with what I'm carrying. Ilya must like it. She looks pretty happy, because she looks really happy, yeah. We're on the same page, Shiro. Ilya stops running and starts to walk beside me once we get to the intersection. What? What German lullaby is this? I'm not even gonna try to read that. I cannot pronounce German. Ilya's singing. It's a familiar melody. I think I heard this song in school when I was a kid. Wunderbar, I know that's wonderful. I can't see her expression since we're walking side by side. Oh, it's a cute little CG. There's no way for me to check what kind of a face she's making as she sings, or how she's feeling as she walks back home. How interesting. Huh. I wonder what these translate to in American. A familiar melody. A simple song is easy and kind, but because of that, it sounds lonely. Ilya's probably happy. That's why she's singing as we walk home. But I think of another reason at the same time. It's natural for Ilya to sing. She could only sing by herself on her way home, as she had neither friends to talk to nor a father to wait for her. Yeah. Only you knew, pal. On the side of the road, I look at the tall concave mirror. In the mirror is me holding many groceries and a girl singing with her eyes closed. It's nothing. It looks like normal siblings going home after shopping. It looks so natural that it makes me imagine. What if Kiritsugu were between the boy holding the bags and the singing girl? Wow. How happy would that be? Apparently that's Prisma Ilya.
イリア。
But not Fate Stay Night. I call out to her.
何シロ？
She turns back innocently. That's because she's suppressing her true feelings. Ilya's killing her own emotions. Whoa. Ilya's kept something bottled up within her ever since Archer disappeared. That's why we can hang out like this. Because Ilya can't smile like this unless she keeps her true self hidden. I'm the same way. I'm postponing something I already know. I'm running away from what I have to say. I just went along with Ilya's lie. Wow. Ilya probably gave up. He stopped pressing the problem on us and going along with our end. That's fine. Ilya likes this relationship and wants to keep ignoring that. I won't lose anyone. But still.
イリア。この戦いが終わった後、もし帰るところがないんなら。
There's something wrong with me. I'm about to say something I don't have to. But I have to say it while I still can. Whoa, what the hell? I'm going to go crazy. Going to go crazy, so...
イリア。このままうちで暮らさないか。
I have to ask her before I go crazy. She stops. Ilya answers in an emotionless voice.
それはキリツグの息子として。
Whoa. Looking quietly at my face. Kiritsugu's son. What Kiritsugu couldn't do, what Kiritsugu abandoned. I'm Kiritsugu's son, even if I'm not blood related, so I must assume his duties. I have to face this girl not as Emiya Shiro, but as Emiya Kiritsugu's son. That's what Ilya is asking me. And of course...
俺は親父の息子でイリアが好きだ。一緒に暮らしたい理由はそれだけだ。
本気？シローがキリツグの代わりをするの？
いや、俺じゃキリツグにはなれないし、キリツグの代わりもできない。俺とキリツグは別の人間。
Yeah.
キリツグとしてイリアに返せることなんて俺にはない。けど、俺は親父が好きだ。親父にできなかったことを果たしてやりたい。だから、イリアがキリツグを憎む心の中に少しでも許してやってもいいって気持ちがあるんだ。
I guess this talk was inevitable. I mean, straight up, Shiro just straight up saw, like, she's hiding her true feelings. Like, just went along with the lie.
俺はイリアと一緒に暮らしたい。今までできなかった分、これから取り返していくのはダメか。今のままでいいから、イリアと一緒に暮らしちゃいけないのか。
I won't lie, I did not expect this. For Shiro to, like, ask her and bring this up. There's no reply. Ilia looks down and after shaking her head.
それは無理だよ。私は長生きできないし。
Wow.
シロも長生きなんてできない。
That's pretty honest.
一緒に暮らすなんてできないわ。
Brutal. She refuses me with a bright smile.
長生きできない。
そんなこと、もう分かってるでしょ、シロ。
They both know what's going to happen.
ええ。どっちかがどっちかを犠牲にすれば、少しは生きられるかもしれない。
Wow.
けど、二人一緒は無理だと思う。この戦いが終わった時、
One cannot live while the other survives. Sorry, random Harry Potter.
だからできないの。シロがいないエミヤの家には、私の居場所はないんだから。
Oh. Leah's voice contains conviction. Silver-haired girl describes an ominous fate like a prophet.
でも、ちょっと残念かな。今の言葉、もうちょっと早く言ってくれたらよかったのに。そうしたら、
Whoa.
そうしたら、
Whoa.
ほんの少しだけ、運命は変わっていたかもしれないから。
Where's the damn Ilia route, man? I don't get what Ilia's saying. I don't get why one of us has to die or why she has given up and can say such things with a smile.
バカ言うな。そんなことにはならない。ゾウケンがイリアを狙っていようと、その前に俺たちでゾウケンを倒す。イリアだってそのために遠坂に協力してくれてるんだろ。
そうね。けど、それが問題なの。これはリンには黙っていてね。
Oh, okay.
シロ、宝石圏の投影。遠坂の遺産を複
Wait,
製することは
what?
リンの方法じゃできないの。だってシロの投影は投影魔術じゃないんだもん。
Oh, shit.
普通の投影魔術ならある程度オリジナルに似せたものに投影を重ねて補強することはできる。けどシロの投影は違うわ。シロは
Whoa.
1から10まで全部を自分のイメージで作らないと。
From scratch based on your image.
だってあなたの魔術は投影じゃなくて
Yo, that's true.
自分の心を具現化するものなんだから。
Excuse me. That's exactly what Archer told him in the Fate route. I'm sure the same phrase was in Unlimited Blade Works too, but I distinctly remember like when Archer had his back to Shiro and was about to fight Berserker, he straight up said, "Put shape to what's in your mind."
イリア、
That's his power.
どうして？
Which is a fancy way of just describing his process of projection, which I guess wouldn't work for the way Rin wants to do it, which is a blueprint and then the materials. I mean, Ilia knows because now that Archer's gone, she ended up learning that way. How does she know the nature of Archer's magic?
だから無理なの。リンが必要としているものを作るには、シロはアーチャーの腕を使う
Means you have to die.
さっきみたいな一時的な記憶の欠損なんかじゃ済まされない。一度でも使えば、
Oh yeah.
シロはもうシロでいられなく
Won't
な
be
る。
yourself anymore. Holy fuck.
シロは自分のこと、さくらのこと、私のことでいっぱいいっぱいで
Whoa.
ちょっと混乱してるんだよ。だから今の誘いは忘れてあげる。シロだってわかってるでしょ。全部を選ぶことはできない。助けられるのは
You can only
一
save
人だ
one.
けなんだって。
Can't save everyone. Ilia turns her back to me and goes up the hill. I can't hear the familiar song anymore, and her words linger in my ears. That sequence was amazing. Holy shit, dude. That was really good. Dude, the song that she was singing, I want to know the translation for it. because I want to know like what the lyrics were. And then the facade was nice, you know, he saw the reflection, but Shiro just it was just nagging at him. He's like, "This is a lie. Like I have to say this before it's too late." And Elia's like, "Oh, Shiro, like if only you said this earlier, if it could have been different." But just straight up told him like, your projection magic can't do it the way Rin wants, which means you're gonna have to use Archer's arm, which means you're not just gonna your memory's not just gonna be fucked up. You're gonna be a completely different person. So that's her like straight up answer why she's saying like, yo, if you make it through, like both of us can't make it. That made me like Ilya a lot more. I won't lie. Crashing sound comes from the kitchen. This is the 4th time this afternoon.
ごめんなさい。大丈夫ですか？
Yikes. It's happening a lot now. Sakura's voice comes from the kitchen. Tosca must be tired of scolding her because she just sits there quietly. It's before 6. Sakura was making dinner as she requested. I think to this day is when the Gilgamesh thing happens. Tosca and I were kicked out of the kitchen, so we're waiting for dinner without doing anything. Sound of a dropped plate. In just half a day, I've grown used to hearing the sound of Sakura's mistakes. This was like when Shiro projected in UBW and gave himself a stroke. It all started earlier today. Sakura couldn't make her stew after we returned from shopping. When we came home, she was clearly not feeling well.
大丈夫です。確かに熱っぽいけど、お昼ご飯ぐらい作れます。
I'm sure Sakura could have made lunch, but I can't push her when she has a fever. Around 2 o'clock, Tosca and I managed to persuade her to take a nap. And at the same time, we promised her,
じゃ
at the time,
あ、熱が下がっていれば、お台所に立っていいんですよね。
that. And later in the afternoon, Sakura was starting to cook in the kitchen after more training that ended before I knew it.
お疲れ様です、先輩。待っててください。すぐお夕飯にしますから。
Sakura goes back to work full of spirit, but I can instantly tell she's just bluffing. Must be tired, so go ahead and rest. Sakura doesn't back down, even when I tell her Tosca and I will do the cooking instead.
もう、先輩も姉さんも、あんまり過保護にしないでください。私だってマスターです。これぐらい、戦うことに比べたらなんてことないんだから。
Maybe she's being obstinate, as Sakura does not back down. On top of that, she wouldn't even accept any help from Tosca or me. Tosca's surprise is so unexpected that I'm stunned.
だって、姉さんは先輩を鍛えてくれているでしょ。なら、私だって役立たずじゃいられません。私も姉さんみたいに何かの役に立ちたい。それに、これは私が今まで受け持ってきた役割だから。
Yeah, let her hold
こ
on
れ
to
だけが
this.
ずっと私が受け持っていたいんです。
This must be one thing Sakura can't give up, exactly. It'll only make you uneasy if you can't do something that's been part of your routine for a long time. Alright, I'll leave you in charge of dinner. I like how there's no, like, line for that. So it's interesting that that seems to be... I don't know if that's, like, one of these moments where it's, like, sometimes there's just text without voice. Like, I think maybe that even happened in Real Tanua, but hard to say. Tosca started to criticize me, but...
はい、頑張ります、先輩。
yeah, basically I'm saying it's hard to tell if it's intentional sometimes to like drive home the moment. Like in the way they're washed out right now, like very uneasy with the clock ticking too. Yeah. It was nothing compared to Sakura's joy.
はい、長らくお待たせしました。
A cheerful voice echoes through the room. Sakura starts putting the dishes onto the table.
お、炊き込みご飯。手が込んでるな、さくら。
先輩
She looks so proud.
いいアサリとエビを手に入れてきてくれたので、今夜は海鮮でまとめてみました。ご飯はアサリの炊き込み、エビは包み蒸しにして、イカはエスニック風に仕上げて、とどめにエビヤちゃん対策でハンバーグまで完備したのです。
Damn, she's filled with confidence. Everything looks delicious, like she put all her heart into it. Pretty sure the secret ingredient is her high spirits. Itadakimasu. The three of us at the table clap.
一時はどうなるものかと思ったけど、我慢した分の見返りはありそうね。じゃ、ありがたくいただきます。
私も遠慮なくいただくわ。シロ、そっちのフォークちょうだい。
はいよ。それじゃ俺も失礼して。
Dig in.
はい、おかわりありますから、いっぱい食べてくださいね。
I bow and reach out for the steamed shrimp wrap. It's bite-sized, looking more like steamed dumplings. It looks pretty, but with the topping of green onion, ginger, and radish sprout. I was worried about letting Sakura cook for all four of us, but this is more than... I freeze. All three of us make a sour face for an instant. We continue eating as if nothing happened. No, we can only continue eating. None of the food on the table is good. Not that they're terrible, but everything seems to lack something and the taste is out of balance. An awkward silence. We don't make eye contact, but wordlessly continue eating. Thank you for being polite. She cannot take this right now. It should be impossible to keep deceiving Sakura. She's the one who made it. You'll notice right away when she starts eating. Her silence is only delaying the problem. I look at Sakura. She must have realized it by now. Sakura should be shocked, but she hasn't even taken a bite yet. I keep looking at her. What's going on? Sakura is looking down at her bowl and chopsticks with a troubled face. Uh-oh. After a moment's hesitation, she reaches out. Chopsticks fall. Oh, she can't do it. She quickly grabs them and reaches out for the bowl. I can't keep watching this. Sakura keeps repeating the same action. She reaches out for the food with clumsy hands. She drops her chopsticks every time and picks them up in a hurry. Doesn't seem like her fingers are merely numb. It looks so clumsy that it seems like she's forgetting how to use the chopsticks every time she picks them up. She doesn't see it. Sakura should know how obvious it is to us, but she doesn't notice. As if telling us she's alright, she keeps going through the same motions. She awkwardly picks up the food, quickly brings it to her mouth, puts it in with some difficulty, and then tries to remember how to use the chopsticks again. She's trying so hard that there's no way I can ask if she's alright. Tosca doesn't notice. Rather, she keeps eating as if she doesn't notice. I do the same. We pretend not to notice Sakura's abnormality and finish dinner silently. Yikes. What an uncomfortable evening. I decide to clean up afterward. Sakura wanted to, but I stopped her. It doesn't seem like she can handle it, and I don't want her to find out that she can't do something she's so accustomed to.
いいから部屋に戻ってちゃんとあったかくして寝てろ。ほら、昼だってあんなに熱があったけど、寝てたら引いたんだろ?
Your fingers will work again if you sleep and rest. And naturally stop myself. Sakura bites her lip and looks down.
さくら、別にこれからずっとってわけじゃない。調子が悪い時に無理をしたら治るのが遅れるだけだ。さくらが悪いわけじゃないんだから、しばらくは甘えていていいんだぞ。
そんなことありません。私、どこも悪くなんかないんです。熱だって下がってるし、ちゃんと昨日のことも覚えてるし、先輩の顔だってわかります。私は今まで通りで心配されるようなことなんかない。ないから、そんな風に心配されなくても、ちゃんと。
心配されなくても大丈夫か？バカ言うな。さくらがそうやって無理をするなら、俺もはっきり言うぞ。夕食の準備に2時間もかけた。不注意で7回も食器を落とした。おまけに、
Be real with her.
味付けだって失敗してた。塩加減はまるっきりできてないわ。胡椒は効きすぎだわ。さくらの料理とは思えない。張り切るのはいいけど、結果が出ないようじゃ逆効果だろう。
Wow.
わかったか？さくらは元気なつもりでも、小さなところで熱が残ってるんだよ。言っとくけど、俺は怒ってるからな。明日から厨房には立たせない。完全に治るまでは無理なんてさせないから。
This was a good way to confront her and phrase this. Without waiting for her reply, I pull her to the guest room. Her steps are heavy, but I ignore them and take her to the room. Tosuka's waiting at the door. It's 10 o'clock. I know it's useless, but it's time to go patrol the town.
早かったわね。で、さくらは？
一応寝かしつけてきた。なんだかんだ言っても疲れてたんだろうな。ベッドに横になった途端、すぐ眠ってくれた。
そう。じゃあ後のことはイリアとライダーに任せましょう。姿は見えないけど、
We haven't seen Ryder in a little while.
さくらを警護してるだろうし。
Probably because her taking form and doing anything will just drain Sakura, so best she just stay as a presence somewhere, I guess. Ryder is protecting Sakura just like she says. Sure, she's remaining in spirit form to ease the burden on Sakura, exactly. I recall the priest's words. Crestworm in her body will take her magical energy as long as the Holy Grail War continues. It's dangerous to put form to her servant in her condition, and she should save her energy for emergencies. That's why Ryder's in spirit form.
暗い顔ね。何か言いたいことでもあるの？
Something I want to say? How stupid, of course I want to say something.
トサカ、今晩のうちに
Yo.
造剣を倒せないか。
We have no time to waste. Yo, I think, and I remember this scene actually. I think this is when Ashiro just straight up goes to talk to Zoken at the Mato house. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? Why'd this happen? This might be this night. We have no time to waste, and this is definitely the Gil night too, if that's the case. Sakura is weakening day by day. If I'm to believe the priest's words, she might die tomorrow.
無理よ。今の私たちじゃ相手にならない。焦るのもわかるけど、さくらを助けたいのなら今は我慢なさい。私たちが倒れたら、それこそさくらは助からないわ。
今はまだ戦わない。ああ、それはわかる。けど、それなら
巡回の意味がないって言いたいの？シロ、私たちは造剣さえ倒せればいいの？違うでしょ？聖杯戦争に巻き込まれて無関係な人間が死ぬことが許せないんじゃなかったの？
Right, it's about the shadow, but you know. That's right. I know. Patrol has a meaning. Even if we just run away, if we find him, we have to do everything we can so that there won't be victims like yesterday. But what did I swear to protect more than that oath?
シロ、ちょっと大丈夫エミヤ君？
いや、少しめまいがしただけだ。それよりすまんトサカ、今のは考えなしだった。
いいわ、別に謝らなくても。さくらも危ないけど、あなただって疲れてるんだもの。本当はね、今日の投影は3日に分けて習得してもらうはずだったのよ。
Oh shit.
それを今日だけで成功させるぐらい頑張ったんだから、今すぐ戦いたいって気持ちはわかるし。
I'm able to use projection after just today's training? He doesn't even remember.
何かおかしなこと言った？
いや、今日の鍛錬はきつくて、耐えるのに精一杯だったから、時間が湧かないみたいだ。
And it's also kind of a clever thing too that the fact that we didn't get to see the training like also coincides with the fact that Shiro's just not remembering shit because the training is so intense.
そうね。無我夢中って感じだったもの。
Nice.
けどその甲斐あって、最後には1回だけ探検を投影できたじゃない。
Dagger, the babies of swords.
まあ、今のところ成功率は1割以下だから、これから要修行ってことだけど。
Well, I guess that's how it was if I was that into it. Probably why it was late afternoon when I noticed. When we get to town, I realize something's wrong. Tosca must notice as well because she shuts her mouth and concentrates on the surroundings. The scene's the same as always. Past 10 o'clock and the town is dark and quiet. There's no one out on the streets and there's no sound. It's become familiar since the Holy Grail War started, a quiet, nighttime atmosphere. But too quiet. Tosca murmurs beside me. Yes, it's quiet here. The town has been quiet at night these past few days. It's the deepest silence, the deepest sleep. But still, silence tonight is quieter even than that.
ねえ、あっち側って昨日もああだっけ？家の明かりはおろか、街灯まで真っ暗だけど。
Tosca is looking down the road that leads to the Ryudo Temple, the opposite direction from Shinto right into the suburbs. There's no light there and it looks like a black wall.
行こ
Oh, or was it the temple where he talks to Zoken? I might have misinterpreted or misremembered the movie. Tosca is silent. This is something we don't even need to think about. We both know what happened. It's contradictory. We know we'll have to admit the truth if we go, but we start walking, hoping that we'll be proven wrong. Oh, right, because I remember now, because he's not at the Mato household. What did I feel when I first saw it? A black wall completely obscuring the other side. The instant I pass it, I understand what happened in this area. The town is too quiet. It's not that the town is asleep. This is nothingness devoid of any human presence. It's total stillness brought on by the death of everything in the area. The shadow. I get dizzy. There's no change in the town. Area, about 50 households are standing in the darkness with no change. There's no sign of broken doors. There's no sign of broken windows. Of course, there are no cranes to remove the roof and take everything out of these houses. And at the same time, the presence of the hundreds of people who should live in this area is gone. Crazy. Oh my gosh.
そこの家入ってみましょう。
Do I need a censor for that? I don't need a censor for that. This video's rated 18 anyway, whatever. He puts on gloves and goes into a nearby house. He goes by the gate. He opens the front door. He walks through the hallway. He goes up the stairs, looks through the second floor, confirms that it's empty, and goes back outside.
停電している家にいた人は
Tosca says they're gone. The town is like always. Buildings haven't even been scratched and there are no corpses. It's so clean that nobody would notice the abnormality even in the morning. But still. This area looks more barren than that time. Wow, even than that time? We look through a few more houses, but it yields the same results. The buildings have no damage, but the people in them are gone. All that's there are traces of magical energy. Every building, road, and ground. The black afterimage is stuck everywhere. I know that thing caused this disaster. I feel dizzy. I feel like vomiting. Corpses without corpses. Blood without blood. The desolate town engulfed by the shadow. I'm walking in such a place. Oh, I have to censor that. Thanks. God, this is gonna be a bitch to edit. So why does an unrelated image pop up in my head? Because it's not unrelated. Ooh, it can't be unrelated if it comes to mind. Stop. Remember. You know this presence, this smell. Oh, wow. That's crazy. So it's the fact that he's been so intimate with Sakura is because he can like detect like even the smell. That's crazy. It happened back then too. What did you imagine when you saw it for the first time? Wow, don't realize it exactly. You've been ignoring it, Shiro. It's the same. No, something heavier engulfed this area. No. That time too. Why did you imagine such a thing? I have no positive proof. I have no reason. I have no motive. I have no evidence. Who is this similar to? That can't be. It's impossible. I can't admit it. But the more I think...
もし
Oh.
悪い人になったら
And if the player hasn't realized by now, there it is. I have no proof, so I'm made to believe that my intuition is right. Yes, because the sensation is
やめろバカなことは考えるな
too similar to the heavy nightmare that comes after making love to beep. Wow.
シロどうしたの急に立ち止まってまだ他に気になることでも
That was crazy. And I really like that as like tying into the H scenes as him like realizing it. Like that's good. I shake my head to dispel the dizziness. It seems the traces of the shadow are getting to me.
いや吐き気がするだけだ俺のことはいいから話を続けてくれ父さんが
本当？参ったわね。向上した四郎の大魔力でもあいつの残滓に当てられちゃうんだ。まああれだけの魔力の塊なんだから当然といえば当然か。
Yeah, yeah.
そうでもなければ街を食うなんてできないものね。
いや、体力がなくなったとかそういうんじゃない。単に気持ちが悪くなっただけで奪われたものはないと思う。
Posca understands. More importantly, we have to find out what happened here.
で、一体何が起きたんだ？
まあ今までと同じ食事でしょうね。ただ規模が段違いになっただけ。街中に残った後からして一軒一軒訪ねていったなんてことじゃなかったはずよ。あれは津波みたいにあの一帯に覆いかぶさってそのまま地面に溶けていった。よっぽど空腹だったのか一口で食事を済ませたかったんでしょう。
I'll be right back.